Okay, hello. Welcome to the ARC team video on visa steps. My name's Cal, and today we're going to take a look at visa steps for candidates in South Africa. Okay, so let's have a brief overview of the full procedure first. So the first step, step one, is notarization of degree, criminal background record check, and TEFL certification. Step two is authentication of degree, criminal background record check, and TEFL certification with Department of International Relations and Cooperation, or DIRCO. Step three is authentication of degree, criminal background record check, and TEFL certification with the Chinese consulate. Step four, send the documents to the school. And then step five, receive documents from the school and then use them to apply for your Z visa, which is a work visa. So now that we've had a look at the sort of basic outline of the procedure, let's have a look at each part individually in more detail. So, step one, complete your police background record check. So the approximate timeline for this would be 14 working days. This is what you will be presented with after your record check is complete, a South African Police Service Clearance Certificate. The documentation that you need to apply for your criminal background record check, you need fingerprints, which can be obtained from any local police station or Republic of South Africa embassy if you're outside of South Africa. You need passport or ID card, and you need proof of your place of birth. The approximate cost for the police clearance check is 96 Rand plus postage if you do it through an agency or through postal service. And some things to note about this part of the procedure: your full name, date of birth, place of birth, and your ID card or passport number must be recorded on the fingerprint form. So when you're in the local police station or in the embassy, you're getting your fingerprints taken, make sure that they record your full name, date of birth, place of birth, ID card or passport number on that form. Fingerprints can be obtained from local police stations. An application for police check can then also be sent from the local police station as well. So if you're in South Africa, that is the easiest way to do this. Go to your local police station, get your fingerprints taken, and then apply for the check at your local police station. So, step two, notarize a copy of your bachelor's degree and your background check. So the approximate timeline for this is same day. You should be able to start this process and get it finished, get your documents back within the same day. The documentation that you need your original degree, your original background check, one colour photocopy of your degree, and then ID. The approximate cost of this is about 100 Rand. You can shop about, do some research, find out the cheapest notary in your area. Some notes about this. This notarization process can be done at any local public notary office, any lawyer or solicitor. It must be notarized as a true copy. Stamps of notarization can vary from place to place depending on the lawyer or the solicitor, but there's a couple of examples on the right hand side here. These are stamps from American notaries, but stamps look the same all over the world, so it should look something like this. And you'll notice in the top one, it says this is a certified and true copy. True copy is the most important part. Some cities also require TEFL to be notarized and authenticated. If your city is one of the cities that requires that, the HR department will tell you so. Make sure to include your TEFL in this notarization step as well. Okay, so step three, legalize degree and police check with DIRCO. So the approximate timeline for this is 7 working days. That's up to 7 working days. It is possible to get it done same day, which we'll talk about in a minute. So this is what the DIRCO legalization form looks like once you get it back. The documentation that you need for this part, you need a legalization application form, which can be gotten on the DIRCO website. You need a notarized copy of your degree and your original degree. And you need your original copy of the police check that has been notarized as well, and then your ID. The approximate cost of this is 600 Rand per document. And some things to note about this part, you can submit it in person to DIRCO for the same day service at no extra cost. So if you take it to a Derco office and submit it there, you'll get it back the same day and it doesn't cost any extra money. You can also submit to Derco through most notaries. If that's the case, it'll cost the same, but it'll take up to 7 working days to come back to you. So it's a little bit longer. None of the seals on return documents should be broken. So this green ribbon and the red seal that you can see here, do not tamper or break with those under any circumstances. Okay, step 4, authenticate legalized degree and police check with the Chinese consulate. So the approximate timeline for this is 3 to 7 working days. The documentation that you need is the authentication application form, notarized and legalized copy of degree, your original degree, legalized copy of background check, and ID, a copy of ID. The approximate cost of this is 600 Rand. And some things to note about this part: you can submit your documents in person and they'll be returned within 3 to 5 days. If that's the case, there's no need to make an appointment. Just fill out the application form, take your documents into the Chinese consulate and hand them in. If it's done through a visa agent or some sort of agent, expect to wait up to 7 days to get your documents back. There is a rush service available for a slightly higher price, and all authenticated documents will contain the seal on the right there. Also, please note that, like I said before, with the notarization process and the legalization process, if your city requires your TEFL certificate to be notarized and then legalized, then authenticated, also send your TEFL certificate in with your degree and criminal background record check as well. Okay, so step 5, email the documents to the school. Okay, the approximate timeline for this is the same day. Once you get your documents back from the Chinese consulate, scan them into the computer and email them to the school. The invitation letter and the documents that you require to then apply for your work visa should be ready within 2 to 8 weeks. This depends on which city you will work in China. Some cities can get these forms and these documents very quickly, within 2 weeks. Other cities take up to 2 months, up to 8 weeks. But the HR team that you're dealing with the individual school and city will be able to communicate to you exactly how long it will take and give you updates on the process as you go along. The documentation that you need here, so this is what you need to scan and send to the school. You need your authenticated, legalized and notarized copy of your degree, your notarized, legalized and authenticated copy of your police check, copy of your passport page, a professional headshot photo, so something with a white background like a passport style photograph. You need your TEFL certificate to be scanned and sent in. Of course, like I said, if it's a city that requires the notarization, legalization and authentication, then it should also be authenticated as well. You need a signed copy of your medical disclosure form, and there's a link to a video in the description below where I talk about exactly what you need with a medical disclosure form. So don't worry about that for this video, just click in the link below and you can find out a bit more about that. You need a photocopy of your CV, and you need a copy of a reference letter written by your most recent employer on company-headed paper. The approximate cost of this is free, yeah. Just scan it and email it in. Things to note for this part: once all the documents have been provided to the school HR team, they can begin processing the documents needed to obtain the work visa. And like I said before, the time varies from city to city, but the HR guys will keep in contact with you and give you regular updates on that too. Then we're at the final part, step 6, applying for your Z visa. So this takes 4 to 7 working days to get your Z visa applied for and your passport. The documentation that's needed, all the documents from the previous stage, so that's your degree, your TEFL, your police check, any documents that the school sends to you from their processing part in China, your CV, your resume, your picture, all of that stuff needs to be put in with your application. The approximate cost for this is 500 Rand plus an agency fee if you use an agent. And things to note for this part: all documents should be taken to the Chinese consulate in person or through a third-party agency. That's okay. Obviously, if you do it through an agency, you would need to pay an agency fee. If you take it in person, then you don't need to pay an agency fee. A rush service can be done for 850 Rand as well. Okay, so thanks for taking the time to listen to the presentation today. If you've got any experience with this process, if you're South African and have done this process yourself, if you've got any comments or any advice or anything you want to talk about, leave a comment in one of the boxes below. If you've got any questions that you want to ask, or you've got a resume or an application that you want to send us, here's the email address. It's frarc@ef.com. Send us an email and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for taking the time to watch the video, and I would like to hear from you soon.